Alright. So this is going to be investigating the spark issue I had with the EM2 here. Remember I was trying to start it the other day and it would not, and I didn't think I had a spark, so I'm going to start with fresh batteries and okay, fresh batteries. I think are there, and then I tipped it the wrong way and leaked oil out the side there. I have the plug out and we'll, oh, it's sparking again. Okay, so I thought I had fresh batteries in it last time, but I guess I must have grabbed some dead ones. I will have to test all the batteries I have. Also, oh yeah, I also don't know if you can see, but the spring here, that spring looks like, oh, I bet that's what's happening. This spring isn't quite centered in there, and when I had it a second ago, it was mushed off to the side. I wonder if maybe sometimes when I put the batteries in it, it's not contacting them properly, but alright, well, that was quick. But the other thing is that because this plug keeps getting so filthy, and I had to clean that other one, I think, well, we'll see. See what happens. I'm worried that I'm going to have to take the head off and clean the passageway in there, because there's that tiny hole that drilled in for the spark plug. So alright, well, I guess that was uneventful, discovering that the EM2 seems to have a spark, even though it didn't spark the other day and I thought it had good batteries in it. I guess we'll swap out for the Enjomor and keep going. So what we found out the other day was that the red lead on this servo wire here is high tension, and so it's been grounding out against this nut here. So I'm going to just set this on its side and grab, there it is, the nut driver. I'm going to try taking these two okay. Aha. Well, I guess I'm getting more than I bargained for out of that. I was going to pull this out so I could get the wire out of here. And now I also have my pawl off. And where did my little spring go? There's the, so this is the very weak spring that I put under the pawl before that I thought that I was having trouble with. But now that I have the washers under the weights there, that's helping let the weights swing more freely, so that it seems this weak spring can do the job now. And then I put this washer on the tip of the pawl here, so that the washer is what's going to wear and latch against the steel rod here. So with both of those, hopefully this is going to run real well once I get the spark fixed again. But we'll take this screw off the back side there. And now the bracket. Oh. Haha. I tipped the engine to get the bracket out and wasn't thinking, and the weights for the governor fell off the side there too. So I think I can get that back together without taking the flywheel off the side again. But since that all fell off, let's get this. Okay, that's the side that was open there. Oh, nope. I thought I made this hole big enough that I could work. There it is. Okay. Yeah. There. Okay, here's that wire. And when I tipped the engine up, the cam gear came off again. So since the cam is off there, I'll give it a little wipe here. So I think I showed this before. The back side of this has the, get that shim washer out of there, has this double lobe cam for a two-step action. The first lobe step here is what hits the ignition, and then the second lobe is how you get the exhaust valve to open. And then the governor weights originally did not have this washer, so they were laying flat against the gear here, and that was causing a lot of surface tension to build because that gap was flush. Oil surface tension could build, and putting these washers in there puts that gap wide enough that there's no surface tension from the oil in that space. And then this piece here has that bevel under it, so as the weights go out, they pull that piece out, and then this button is what pushes the pawl in to interfere there. So since all that fell off while I was pulling this wire out, and this wire here is really oily, so I think I need to maybe think about a way to keep the oil from being able to run inside the box I made, but that's a problem for a different day. Right now, what I'm going to do, because the red wire is in the middle here. I'm going to just do this. Pull this red wire out all the way back to this plug, and then I probably am going to cut this off. Get this. There. So, cut that red wire out of there, and then I'm going to grab some black electrical tape and just carefully wrap this. Wipe it down a bit, but the other thing is there's this, the connections on this reed switch here are pretty close, so I think I'm gonna put a dab of glue, E6000 or something, a rubber-based glue on there, and that will hold these wires in place and also go in there and be a little insulator. But the big thing is it'll help hold the wires in place, and then I'll wrap the rest, these two, in black electrical tape so that they are held together before I put this back on. But got that out, and then I guess I will oh yeah, now that the cam fell off, I'm going to need to pop this flywheel off again to time it, because it's just a lot easier to get the timing with the flywheel off. So I guess that'll be the project we do next, but for now I need to get some black electrical tape, or find some sort of tape to wrap this, and then be ready to put it back on. Hopefully this will run next that we try it, and with the EM2 closer inspection of the battery box and double checking it, I will have to triple check batteries with that next time I use it to make sure that I get a proper spark out of it. But alright.